Hi there, my name's Ed Barsley and I run a practice called the Environmental Design Studio, and I've been part of this team that's been developing this training on property flood resilience.
Steve Hodgson. I'm the Chief Executive of the Property Care Association, and we're involved in the creations of sections 4 and 6 of the training package. They're the sections that relate to the physical delivery of PFR measures and also to the servicing and maintenance of the issues post-installation.
Hello there, I'm Matthew Barker. I am a property flood resilience surveyor and project manager at RAB Consultants, and as part of the SIWM training, I will be developing training content for standards 2, 3, 5 and the foundation module, and will be involved in the delivery of that when we do go live with the course.
Hi, I'm Ian Gibson-Sedgwick, and I've been involved in the development of the foundation module and standards 3 and 5.
I think the reason this training is important is that there are so many properties that are exposed and vulnerable to flooding, and the impacts can be devastating. But now that we have the Code of Practice for Property Flood Resilience, it's really important that we follow the process that's set out within it, and this training provides the perfect kind of introduction and detailed understanding of actually what's set out within the code, how we follow it, and it can help us have a much more sort of joined up way of managing flood risk and filling a lot of the different knowledge gaps that we have on property flood resilience.
The training that's currently under development is critically important in order that the Code of Practice that underpins the future of the delivery of property level flood resilience can be realised. Without it, there is no mechanism for that goal.
This training course to me is really important because it gives us a chance to deliver a really consistent property flood resilience industry where we're all working from the same baseline process, but also bringing in all the different perspectives of that so that the solutions that we deliver work really well for all of our clients.
In my view, this training is so important as it's going to create the gold standard for flood resilience training. That will mean clients who commission PFR and surveyors and other flood experts who undertake the training will have the right skills to deliver the right service. That is what we're trying to achieve from the Code of Practice.
I think one of the exciting outputs of this looking ahead is that we should have so many more people upskilled and trained in this and actually putting these measures into practice. And that will lead to many more homes and businesses being made flood resilient and so seeing less businesses and families affected by flooding in the future.
The thing I'm most excited about the delivery of and the formulation of the training package is the opportunity to draw lots of property professionals as well as members of the public, interested parties into a process, into a product that's joined up, well thought through, and gives a really good grounding at whatever level you enter into the whole subject of property level flood resilience.
As part of the training, one of the things that I'm really excited about is the chance to be working with loads of different professionals from different backgrounds. It's going to be really nice to see how those different backgrounds and learning experiences work in a PFR industry, and actually I think there's still a long way for us as an industry as a whole to further develop, so I think it's going to be really good to work with some people who are going to be helping to do that.
I'm really excited as an outcome to see the Code of Practice brought to life from this training. The code sets the standards. What's really important is we know how to consistently interpret and deliver on what the Code of Practice is saying, and that's what the training is here to do.
In terms of who this training's for, I think it provides an opportunity for increased understanding for a lot of different audiences. So yeah, there's a foundation course that would be really useful for members of the general public and lots of different audiences to actually just be introduced to property flood resilience for the first time. But there are also much more detailed modules that go into specifics that would be really useful for surveyors, architects, and lots of different professionals within the construction industry.
The training currently under development right now, this minute, is particularly for those actually delivering work and overseeing its use. However, the great thing about this package of training is that it gets to other layers that are below that kind of actual physical delivery. So those that are recommending and working around it, and also the groups and the individuals that may well benefit from it. So it's really exciting that the package of training will appeal to everybody with an interest in property level flood resilience.
The training course is mainly set up for 3 separate audiences. That's the property flood resilience industry, risk management authorities, and the Environment Agency. But I think that the person who this training is really for is the property end users. So whether that's residents in domestic properties or staff at businesses who are in flood risk areas, I think it's really important that the training works to do the best job for them.
To me, the training is for all those people that are involved in property flood resilience. That could be somebody commissioning or engaging in flood resilience that wants to understand more about how we deliver PFR, what's the code of practice, and they would use the foundation module. And then there are the flood professionals, the architects, the surveyors, the flood experts, who will be delivering PFR to customers. And they will be understanding by taking the foundation module and looking at standards 1 to 6 on how to effectively deliver the code of practice. The biggest benefit I feel is going to be to clients, because they will have the right skills from people trained in the code of practice to deliver the right service.